Anga Makubalo.
All right, next question. You know Why did he break up with Nandi Mbatha?
I didn't really date Nandi, to be honest. It was
Weekend special.
This is lockdown.
Oh, okay.
And I think we're working on a campaign as well for Huawei. And we're shooting a lot of content here. So she was here quite a lot back and forth.
So she was staying with you?
No, she wasn't staying with she was here a lot.
Oh.
She had a home, a place of her own that she went to every now and then. But a lot of the time she'd be here. You know. Also, we were lied to during lockdown. We were told it's 14 days. After 14, it was 2 months. And nigga was like, yo, I thought you 2 weeks I can. 3 months, I can't. Okay.
But you're snaking. Obviously, you're snaking.
So,
bro.
yeah, that happened. But it was that. Again, after some time, it just, if something's not meant to be, it's not like you're going to get along for 6 months. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the surprise was. We've all had girlfriends in the past and it just kind of didn't work. So
because I was reading some articles and they were saying like it was toxic.
Dog, what's toxic?
Exactly.
Toxic between two people that were just hooking up with each other because of a situation. Then at some point they just didn't get along because maybe they felt they were in each other's space. Naturally, that causes conflict.
Because she said you were cheating.
Like, toxic.
She said
yeah, when I'm out cheating, what am I going to say?
Did you ever lay hands on her?
No. No, never.
Have you ever laid hands on women?
No. I mean, we argue and we get angry and stuff like that, but in terms of that, nah.
What kind of women are you into, bro? What's your type? Yellow bones, ne?
Yeah, I'm into yellow bones.
Big ass, ne?
Guys, I actually like any race, to be honest. You know, any race, but it's like when we grew up, when we were younger, you know, when we saw a girl with long, straight hair, we always used to be like, damn, you know? And girls in America that we watched on TV and stuff like that, you know, those were the kind of girls that we were into, you know? So I think the kind of girls you're into is based on the kind of woman you liked when you were younger, growing up, you know what I mean? But look, I'll be honest, beautiful women. I like beautiful women.
Of age.
Simple as that. Yeah. Simple as that. Of age, guy. This guy. What does this guy say? I'm saying like maybe I'm also into the 40s. No.
I'm making sure they're legal. Any race they're legal.
Always legal. Always legal. Yeah. I don't want issues. You know, also when the whole Twitter thing of when people were starting to be named of the Am I Next? A lot of people were like
the rape list.
Yeah.
Me too.
A lot of people at work were like, it's day 2 of the list. Will you be there? I said, oh, guys, come on, relax, dog. What the fuck, dog?
Dog, I thought you'd be there.
There we go.
I thought you'd be there.
Oh, dog, come on, dog.
Dog, you got pussy flying left, right, and center,
dog. Come on, dog. Okay, based on the statement you just mentioned, what did you just say?
I said you got pussy flying left, right, and center. Yeah.
Based on that, do you ever think you would need to force?
No, but here's my thing.
Exactly.
But here's my thing. Because of that, right? For example, there might be, because you got so much pussy, right? There might be an incident where you had the bad pussy.
Because you think.
You had a bad pussy.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like a hit. If you have 10 songs, you are likely to have a hit out of those 10 songs. So if you've had 10 pussies, you are likely to have that one bad one that's going to drag you on Twitter and put you on the rape list because maybe you didn't call her after or you said you love her but you don't.
Yeah.
You know, and she's trying to be vindictive. Not to say you forced it.
That didn't really cross my mind. I'm not going to lie and say I haven't had bad I'm not going to go out and portray that I'm perfect. Dog, I've had bad relationships. You know, and I've had things that didn't work. So if there was a situation, I think when things like this happen, gents, what is important is the people closest to you, your family, your close friends, and maybe some of your work colleagues that you value. Okay. I think what's important in a situation where something like that comes out is that these people around you know the truth. If you do did do it for whatever reason, they forgive you, or you honest with them and put yourself in a position where someone knows it and someone is okay and they forgive you, or you know what I mean? I think if you have people around you, a good circle around you that supports you, then you're good. So something could be fake, but the people around you say, Ntwana, siyazi boy, besida that day. This thing has obviously caught fire.
So you've never had like...
So there's nothing you can do about it. Tina CE, if you need support, you know, just chill out. I think for me, that's what's important when a situation like that.
You've never had a night like SK? You know when the jacuzzi video... You've never...
I'm fine.
Because I can already see this pool. There's been some orgies in this pool. Can't you see the water? It's not that blue.
It's murky.
It's murky.
Murky waters.
Murky water.
I just put age to age. Age to age just becomes a bit milky and it clears overnight.
Tell me about your craziest night, man. Because I can see you've done orgies, you've done all that shit.
You know? Come on, dog. Stop asking me that shit.
Threesomes, now you've done.
Crazy nights would be nights where I get wasted, you know. And this would be in your early, I think this would be in call-out days.
Yeah.
Because I think as you're in the game and the years go by, those kind of feelings just, they just leave you, dog. Like I can't get that drunk anymore. In fact, if I'm somewhere and I'm having the time of my life and I start feeling some type of way, I quickly go, I'm just going in the bathroom, we'll be back now and then.
Give me one drunk story where like it was lit, my dog, it was lit.
Where? There's been plenty. I mean, I once went to, I was with who? Yanga
Chief.
Yeah, Yanga Chief.
Yeah.
Cape Town, club hopping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got to Cape Town that day. We decided that day, in fact, that Friday, that, let's go to Cape Town. You know, and Yanga was like...
strong decisions.
When? I said, today, I'm going to Cape Town. He's like, fuck yeah. We're going. I booked flights. We met at Lanseria Airport, went to Cape Town, booked a house in Camps Bay.
Shit.
You know, there's a dope story.
This is the soft life, dog.
We booked a house in Camps Bay, then we met up with a friend of ours in Cape Town who's a connect, you know, who's club owners and, you know, all the vibes. And we ended up going to Caprice, took some shots there. Went off to Long Street, started off at the One, club hopping basically, all night, and we ended up at Saint. Small little club there. Sat in the corner and we ordered bottles.
Wow.
And we went back, dog. From there, we went back to Camps Bay, gang of people. You know, at the table, there was like 14 people. 6 guys and 8, 9, 10 girls. But the convoy... And it was weird, man. It was like, hey, who are all these people? And we found out that this guy who came to the table, who I know from the previous time I was here, said he wants to come and he actually had a table or 2. You know what I mean? And it ended up being messy, dog. We all got to camp, and it's Camps Bay, dog. We had Karens at the door constantly. The neighbors knocking there saying, what the fuck is this?
Dude, I want to live a day in your life,
you know?
bro.
And we ended up actually that next day getting a producer in Cape Town, and we did a song about everything that happened from the time we landed in Cape Town till that very moment.
What's the name of the song?
It's Cape Town. It's called Solid Oaks.
Solid Oaks.
Yeah, so it's Cape Town.
It's out.
No, it's not out. It's a song that Young and I have a lot of songs.
Yeah.
We have like, I think close to 20 jams. We're releasing an EP.
How many famous girls have you smashed? It's gotta be a lot, man. Your hit list is crazy, ne?
No, I don't have no crazy hit list.
You lying, dog.
You know what I think it is about famous people meeting other famous people?
Yeah.
If I see someone that's been on TV, it's always like, for example, who can I name? Let me name Lerato. She's a good friend of mine. Yeah, I'm just using it as an example because I know that she wouldn't really take it seriously. So if I, for example, say, oh fuck, I've always seen Lerato on TV. I've always thought she's very hot. Wow. You know what I mean?
So you've smashed Lerato.
I just fucking said it now. Now.
mean, she's your neighbor. Lockdown situations.
Anyway, let me get back to my example. It happens that you've seen her. So a bit of you is like, oh, damn, this is the girl that I spoke about with my friends, before I got to this point. And then there's also the aspect that you're the new kid on the block or whatever the case may be, and there's that much attention on you. You know what I mean? There's Durban July, or there's the JNB Met. As much as they are in the game before you, and vice versa, by the way, where that happens to if you're the guy that got into the game first or the girl who got into the game first, there's always that thing of you admire her because she's someone you saw, and some part of her admires you because you're this guy that everyone's talking about, and you're doing great work, whether it's on TV, whether it's modeling, presenting, or acting. You know what I mean? And I think in situations where you go to other provinces for certain things, for a certain channel, it may happen. Dog, we drink at these things blind.
I always found it, when I was hot and happening, I always found it easier to smash celebs.
But you're hot and happening?
Nah. Not like you, Chief. Huh? I've never been to Camps Bay.
Or rented a house.
I rented it to other guys. And it's not bad at night. It's just the name that intimidates. Sometimes it's like, oh, at 1.2 each chance, it's going to push out tonight. Yeah, it's Palma St. Pace. Static cruise. Static cruise. And then when the girls come, we put on the Dior and them chains, and they think we're drinking cruise, nigga. Quarters. Anga. Get some of that royal flush. Put the quarters in there. And then we just stand at the door and look like maid niggas. So don't be fooled when people say, oh, I spent a week at Camps Bay. There was some kind of discount that was given by the Karen that owns the place.
But I'm saying, I always found it easier to smash celebrity girls because they don't get guys like normal guys hitting them up. So they choose from other celebrities. You understand what I'm saying?
I hear that, but at the same time, you're actually right. I think that's a perfect theory. I think they can't really go to just a guy, so they look for celebrity guys. You know, and this is not every celeb, but also I also have always had this theory of they're humans. So before they became who they were, maybe they're like niggas. You know what I mean? And they're famous now. So what's
all right? Let's play a game called
changes?
Smash or Pass. All right. Smash or Pass. You ready? Mbatha. Smash or Pass.
Can I tell you a story? Obvious. Sun City, Summers.
He smashed.
Wow! No. I did not. Sun City, everyone's booked at the hotel. Then there's this bus that leads us to red carpet. Ne? She wasn't dating Maps then. I don't even think they were official or anything. In fact, I wouldn't have asked her if I'd known. So maybe they were, I just didn't know. So we're in this bus that's got all these people and we're holding on and everyone's smelling good and nice suits. And there I am, like, leaning back and forth. Mom's almost there. And I'm like, hi. and holding onto this thing. And she's like, hi, Anga, how are you? I said, I'm good, Mzamo, how are you? She's like, I'm good. I'm like, wow, you look great. She's like, thank you. And then she carries on and she holds onto this pole. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, and then I was like, can I have your number? And she's like, no.
Ow.
And I was like, oh, okay. And then it was a silent ride for 2 minutes to the red carpet. And then doors of the bus opened. And I was like, hey, hi, how are you? That's how you think. The more I engage in this conversation, the more I'll just forget that I just asked Nomzamo for a number. And she's like, no. Not rude.
Yeah.
Very elegant, as elegant as she is. She's like, no.
How does that make you feel? Because you can get any girl you want, bro. So when a girl says
like,
no.
Damn. I was like, well, suppose you can't get any girl you want. Suppose that was a myth. Shit. Anyway, let me try and get this award. Maybe I'll feel better afterwards.
And what did you think about coming to America? Did you like it?
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it. I'm shooting something at the moment, so my nights are crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I actually took today because I had a gig that I was supposed to do. Then it got cancelled.
All right.
So that's the only reason I'm doing this.
Ah, thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man.
As I probably would have thought to myself.
And so, Nomzamo, you'd smash. Okay, that sounds like you'd smash.
Yeah,
You want
Nomzamo
it.
is very
Yeah.
attractive, yeah.
And Tsikima's why smash or pass?
Pause.
Pass, why?
Because I'm into hot girls, though. I said it to you a few minutes ago.
Ooh.
It's nothing to do with Tiki. I don't have a problem with Tiki. It's just
Not
not my
hot
time.
ones. Hot ones.
Outfit. I said it 20 minutes ago. Anyway.
So she's a grenade.
No, she's not a grenade, dog.
Kanyimbao.
I'm curious. Kanye's heart is...
You curious about?
No, I'm just... I'll ask... how many more people do you have to go through? I'll ask you afterwards. Okay, cool.
Two.
Kanye, not because she's not attractive, but I don't know. It's not someone on a wish list or a hit list. So I'd pass for this reason, but not because she's not attractive. I've just never thought of it
She's a MILF.
in that way. A MILF is a mother I'd like to. So I just passed.
Okay.
So I would not like to.
She's just milk these days.
Sometimes he asks questions and he tries to check.
Natasha Tahane.
She's fine.
So you'd smash.
She's really hot, yeah.
Yeah.
I work with her on Isono.
How was it like kissing her on his son?
How did you not kiss her?
Because I watch his son.
That's okay. Normal. You learn to switch off when you kiss on set, by the
For
way.
real?
Yeah. And Isono's hardcore sex, eh? Because it plays at 9:30 weekdays on BET. So 9:30, most people have gone to sleep. So the sex there is pretty intense.
How do you do the
But
sex
I've
scenes?
learned to block it off. It's like my mind will never allow me to get a hard on when there are other niggas watching me do something.
Oh, yeah.
Like my mind, dog, I promise you she can be breaking it down. You know, dressed in lingerie, doing the most, and we can be having the sex scene, but I just don't have it in me to get a hard on.
How do the sex scenes work?
They teach you. There's a person that comes there at the beginning of a season.
They
and
teach you.
Educate you about ethics on set and harassment and where it's too far. And you do exercises where you go, for example, hi Natasha, hi Anga, can I have permission to come into your space? Then she goes, yes. And this is an exercise that you do prior to getting on set if you're going to do intimate scenes. It's very much like praying before you eat. If I'm hungry and I don't pray, it's like, I been lambi. Yeah, so, you know. So in the beginning, whilst that lady's there and the one that's educated us, we speak about, okay, can I, but generally how it's supposed to work is, can I come into your space? Yes, can I come into your space? Okay, so can I hug you? Yes, you may, Anga. Great. Then you hold, just to familiarize yourselves and get comfortable before you get into the scene. Wow. And then she'll be like, okay, cool. Can I hold your waist? Sure you can. Can I go down? Yes, you can go down. Oh. Tell me how far. Okay, stop there.
Oh, wow.
All right, then she goes, okay, cool. It's like kind of pointing out boundaries and making the other person aware of where they'd like to go. And then in terms of sex scenes where you're thrusting, there's a way. If a girl is sitting on a table with her legs open, your legs go in there, and then she closes them at a point where she feels like you're too close. So there is a gap there. You understand? You can either choose to put a pillow there, or if you're comfortable with that gap, you can then use that. You understand? But there cannot be awkwardness while doing it. You're acting, so you have to look like you're doing. Even if before action it feels uncomfortable and awkward, when they call action, you've got to get out of Anga and be Makwande. You're not Anga anymore. Anga is thinking, Jesus, how many people are fucking watching me? But Makwande just comes from a club and he wants to smash this girl. You know, you are not that guy.
So if it's under the sheets, are you clothed? Like the pants?
Yeah, you have nude things. Girls will wear like nude boob tubes. You know what I mean? And they'll hold them down. And also, if you're pulling a girl's leg up, if you're pulling the girl's garment up, you see a part of her leg or whatever, she'll be wearing nude tights, but the odd girl like won't mind pulling it all the way up, you know, so that when we do that skirt movement, you see a lot of her leg. And then when you flip it over, it is assumed that, well, we didn't see anything when he was lifting up there, so she must be naked. But no one is ever naked.
You don't get hard on.
Oh, don't. Bro. And that's just because there's people watching. I just can't.
Shit.
I can't do it.
Hectic. All right,
I was going to ask you.
Yes.
What did you ask PSKB? I didn't watch that interview, man. I'm curious.
we did it together, Nesso.
Yeah. I want to ask that guy. These questions are weird, man.
You've never watched the podcast, eh?
I've never watched that one.
Yeah.
I watched a simple part where...
A simple pod.
I watched one part where you were asking him, hey, are you scared of Naak? Hey, Naak, hey.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I said you would win. Yeah, in a
not by choice. Someone tagged me on Twitter and I was like, yeah. Then he was like, yeah, if he wants to come, he can come.
Would you guys do the whole Casper AK thing, boxing match, whatnot?
The fight. Dog, can I tell you the truth? I don't hate this guy. I don't hate him. I don't hate Prince KB, guys. I just think like...
There's a way to
I don't know. And look, he obviously can explain it a lot better. He knows why he does what he does. But it's like there's hip-hop and there's house music, right? And never in the history of house music has anyone beefed with anyone. It's just not what we do as house niggas. You know, a person like Keenan is in hip-hop. In fact, Keenan Forbes, what he is like works for him. If Keenan was any other way, I don't think he'd be Keenan.
Are you guys close?
We are close, but I would say through Younger, I get along with Younger a lot. And I like Rich Mahog. I like just some people in the circle, we get along. So naturally, I'll see Keenan every now and then and we talk. We're also into BMW and cars. So there is conversation. And I've done a song with him on his Mania album. And that again, through Younger, because I know Younger. So we're not besties, but we definitely get along.
Yeah. Listen, man, I got some more questions. Let's try to get through these as quick as we can. When is he getting married? Are we getting married?
Oh, possibility. When you're younger, you think, hell nah. And then as you start getting, you know, work and getting older, you start considering the possibility. So a big maybe.
How old are you now?
I turned 32 in 4 days.
32, dog.
Fuck, dog.
Damn.
32. Serious, dog. My band started when I was 21. On Generations already, when I was doing the fade Mohawk. Already they started putting black shit on you.
And they spent a lot on you. No wonder your salary was shit. The tattoo.
Covering that. Covering my bald ass head. Them pants are strong. But anyway.
Are the guns natural or is he on steroids?
I'm not on steroids. I train. In fact, if you guys notice, and this is the first time again I'm saying this about myself. A lot of the time when you look at my Instagram post, you will see the arms, the tattoos and everything, but you'll never see my stomach. Because it's like either you naturally have a great stomach or great abs and whatever you do enhances that, or you completely change your lifestyle around and become this guy that trains all the... Guys, people with hardcore abs, ripped, veins all the time, life is not the best. I know bodybuilders that stay in shape, in season shape all year, and they're not happy. It's not happy because you change your diet. It's kind of, you have to eat less than you're supposed to, or when you're bulking, you have to finish this food even though you're full. So staying in shape all year, all the time is insane.
So you don't like your stomach?
So it's not that it's not that I don't like my stomach. I just think my life is so busy. And when you go on set, food is shit. So you'd have to do meal preps here. Go to work, eat what you need to eat at the time you need to eat it. You know what I mean? I don't have the time. We go to clubs. We party. We drink. Alcohol is a big no when you want abs. You know, so part of the reason why I'll never show you my abs is because, well, I just don't have ripped abs. And I just don't want to show them. You know, and you start realizing also as you get older that I gym fun.
Ask him why he used to beat up people in high school.
Oh, snap. I was part of a rugby team in high school.
Oh, okay.
and it was Edenville versus Eden Glen. So the two schools didn't like each other. So I was just part of the first team rugby guys that didn't like guys from JP.
JP High.
Or Eden Glen, and you know, we used to go to Eastgate a lot in our time. You know, Friday nights used to be a mall night.
Yeah.
Where people from other schools come and you have the chance to see girls from JP girls.
We used to go to Rosebank. Rosebank.
And then at the rooftop, JP guys would be like, "Yo, what's up, dog?" And the first team would come and say, "We're not scared of you." And it was just high school stuff.
Oh, it's just high school banter.
It's just high school banter. And I was just like, you know, being the only black guy amongst white guys, though. Those guys have heart.
Oh, is that where the accent comes from?
Yeah, they drink Black Label and they go, "Let's go fuck up the boys from JP." And then everyone goes, "Yeah, let's go!" And you're thinking, is that, dog? That's all it is. If I can give you a perfect example of that example I just gave you, is that when everyone wanted to leave a generation, I was like, hey, nah, I just got here. I don't really mind if they give me the same. It's like, ay, samba song, okay, samba. Chiki bankoshile. So I've always been a team player, I guess.
When was the last time you got into a physical fight?
Oh, ages ago. No, it's been a while.
High school, basically.
High school. Yeah, because it comes with being a public figure. You kind of, you kind of lose everything. If you're a guy that never took shit, someone tells you shit, you're thinking, a part of you will be like, yeah, Baba, I don't want to anything. But you can never go, yeah, Baba,
I knew one.
You can't do that.
Did those white boys like Mendoza?
A dog, bro.
Same with me. Like, have you heard the new Mendoza, eh?
But Mendoza, dog. If only knew how blessed he was, we can't get no white person to listen to shit of ours.
Fuck. Yeah, dude, he's fucking funny, bro. All right, another one says, how did he get his Twitter profile back, and can you explain what exactly happened?
Yeah.
Fuck. That was the worst. That was a weird feeling, actually. These guys got me. I got an Instagram from someone saying that you have violated the rights or something. I didn't have the rights to. Yeah, please. I didn't have the rights to post something. And naturally, I panicked. I was like, okay, well, the only thing I post are Royal Flush because I'm part of the brand, you know. And then they mentioned a couple of other things. Anyway, I responded to the email, to the DM. Yeah. Click on this link, fill in a form.
You fell for those.
Bruh,
come on.
Serious.
So you sent your passwords?
No, I didn't send passwords. I responded to the mail. Look, by the way, even if you don't answer those things, if you don't have two-factor authentication, they can still get in. True. And Twitter was the only social media account that I had that didn't have a two-factor authentication. So they got into they even got into my Facebook, which again didn't have that two-factor authentication. So I lost my Facebook fan page for good. It's gone.
It's gone
for real?
Yeah.
How many numbers did you have on your fan page?
I think I had 780,000.
You fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Gone. So I'm using my normal Facebook profile now. Shit. And during the time that Facebook and Twitter were gone, it kind of smacked me in terms of campaigns.
Yeah. Because you used to bill for that, yeah.
If you have Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, you get a lot more per post. But if you only have one platform, well, you can only get paid for that platform. So it kind of knocked me for that couple of weeks that I was...
Were they trying to extort money?
No, so what people do is that there are some people that want followers but are not willing to go through the motions of having followers. So they buy accounts. So someone hangs and says, hey, I've got someone that's got 700,000 followers. Sell it for $1,000. You want $1,000? I give you 780 name, NaakMusiQ, you can change your account.
So that guy was really behind the account. He just bought the account.
He bought the account. Mustafa, yeah.
Mustafa.
Yeah. They even put up a thing of how it's going or whatever.
That's crazy, dog.
Yeah, dog. And I lost it. And you know what? I had actually given up. I said, Instagram, that's the way I'm going now. Facebook is gone. Twitter's gone. I'm moving on with my life, you know? And then there were many hackers that came to me. Some lied. Tira sent me a screen grab saying, yeah, I'm the one that has NaakMusiQ's account. 9,000. I can get it back. My guy says, just grab. He says, it's your call. I went, I don't know, man. Hello? Man, check it out. I said, it's some hood. Ngati my poverty and so on. So
what are they doing with your account now? What are they doing with your account now?
No, I got it back.
Oh, so you got it back.
Like I said, there were a lot of people that were offering me services.
Oh.
Then there was one that was trustworthy. So he started asking, what now? What are they saying now? And I saw people that were involved on the first day slowly started fading away. And then there was this one guy that was sending WhatsApps all the time saying, what is it now?
So you had to pay to get it back?
No, I didn't. I actually didn't pay him. He said, man, if you could just mention on Twitter that I'm the guy that got your account back.
Mention in this camera. Where's your camera?
Wow.
Mention in this camera.
Yeah, it's Human Patch at Human Patch Za on Twitter.
Yeah.
He's really good, and he just wanted to mention, man. And
So it wasn't Twitter that got your account back.
it was not Twitter. Fuck, dog. It's like I was even saying you'd think that being verified gives you some kind of upper hand.
benefits.
No, those guys are the ones that contacted Twitter all the time saying, have they said anything now? No, that's very strange. Okay, let me try another tactic. Please send me this and that. Show me the email that they sent earlier on today. And they were just going back and forth doing it for me. And all the guy wanted was a mention, dog.
Wow.
You know, that's insane.
Cool. How did your friendship with Tammy, Senzo from Generation start? Are they still friends?
Yeah, it started in Generations, naturally. And Tammy and I weren't besties. I think when you work at a certain production, you're friends because you have drinks after work and stuff. And then when that happened with Generations, we kind of maintained communication. But again, we were together a lot because of work. If I see Tammy, he works with me now again on Ison. You know, but it's like everyone that was on Generations with me will always be a brother or sister. We may not be friends that hang out every day or every weekend, but
Was it hard after Generations to get gigs? Because obviously you mentioned the media smear campaign they tried to do.
Yeah.
So obviously with that much power as Mfundi Vunza has, you could have blocked some of the...
No, he couldn't have blocked because remember, there are many people that wanted us and Generations would say no. So those other productions would be like, fuck, Jesus. So the minute that happened, everyone was like, yes, we are starting a show called Ashes to Ashes and we want all of you. And then one show would be like, no, except for Anga, we want him for Zibondi, where it's also on ETV. There's a story we're coming up with and we want Anga to
It was free reign now.
So it was actually a good thing. It's after that where the excitement died down of finally being able to have Generations actors that would bring numbers to your show. When all of that hype died down, then it's like everyone had to get back to what they were before Generations and hustle. Go to auditions. You know? So then it was easy when we got fired because everyone was ready for us.
Yes.
And then after season or 2 of whatever show you were on, then you really started to...
You still go to auditions?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I was about to say.
I've never even had an agent in my
For real?
doing this, yeah.
How do you make your money right now?
Music, obviously, still gigs. For real? Money in music is mostly from gigs. There's royalties that come. If you have a hit song, Samra collects all those cash, and then once or twice in a year, Samra pays you for whatever song you had. But most of that is gigs.
What's the biggest Sembro SMS notification you got?
It's in the 100K.
Why you? So
It's in the 100K.
He likes money. He's been asking you, hey, bro.
No, people need to know.
It's in the 100Ks, but it's like for people like Afrotainment loves collaborating. Yeah, boy. And on a song, it's like there's 3 vocalists and 2 producers. A song makes $2 million. First of all, it's split into a 50%. 1 million of that goes to 50% of the vocalists. The other goes to the producers. So the producers discuss. Now there's 6 of you. You understand? And you have to divide 1 million times 6. So I've never been the kind of guy that counts on royalties. Royalties is like, make a big song, be happy that it's getting you gigs, and when the royalties do pay out and you get 100K takes, it's sort of like an investment. Money you were not expecting.
It's a bonus.
So take that money that you were not expecting and put it towards something. Vele, you weren't expecting it to come through.
Gun to your head, music or acting, which one do you choose?
Come on.
Obviously.
If I have to mention financially, for financial reasons, I'd pick music. Yeah. I'd pick music. The acting industry here it's got crazy talent, but in terms of financials, I mean, we've got veteran actors and actresses now that are still not living the life they should be. And that's because producers in this country have identified a way to be in power. You know, you do something, you become problematic, you fight for your rights. You know, you want that 500,000 rand a month, then we'll just get someone younger than you, hotter than you. And in 2 weeks, everyone will fight us for replacing you. But then they'll be like, she's actually not bad looking. Yeah, Zamaz. And then just like that, a veteran's forgotten. Someone that's given 30 years to this game.
No investments, nothing. You don't have any investments, property.
In terms of property, and I've got a couple of investments.
Oh,
and a lot of the time now I'm starting to get more into business.
Oh, okay, cool.
A lot of the time when I was in the game, I was thinking, acting, music, gig money and stuff is never going to be enough. It's enough to get you whatever it is that you want.
100%.
But it's like long term, like generational wealth. You really have to get into business. I mean, you could get generational wealth if you're Black Coffee. Yeah. But if you're a South African artist in South Africa, then you've got to hustle.
But I see you going overseas, man. I think it's just a matter of time, dog.
Yeah, but you don't depend on that, MacG, dog. You don't depend on that. You do what you can while you're not overseas. Because if you wait for the time you get overseas, you'll be lazy because you know that you deserve to be there. And when I do get there, it'll make up for all of this time. Then you're going broke. You know what I mean? So you've got to hustle. You know your worth. You know that you've got the potential to be a guy that does this stuff overseas. But in the meantime, you've got to be hustling.
When you see these guys get gigs overseas that are less talented than you, aren't you like, fuck?
No, it happens. And let me tell you also another thing about overseas gigs. Obviously, again, Black Coffee is on another level.
Yeah.
But if they say Naak is going on an overseas tour or so-and-so is going on an overseas tour, it's not like you're getting 200,000 for that gig. They really convert it. And if you're charging 35 here, maybe it'll be like 45 or 50. So yeah. And also overseas... And I feel free speaking about this because I feel like there's room for improvement. When you go overseas to Dubai or England or Birmingham or wherever you go, all the places I've been, it's Africans that have immigrated to there.
Oh, so you
just like we have African chillers.
So it's like Africans that have moved to that country and there's enough of them to be able to get someone who was interested in starting a business of bringing African artists through.
Oh, yeah.
And then that guy...
will
know he will know that our currency sucks. And he will have learned our currency and he will know that their currency in England is stronger and he will be like, for that reason, maybe 2,000 pounds. Now calculated 2,000 pounds, I want to it's actually 45.
Dude, you're so right, because we've got we call our subscribers chillers. And we've got international chillers like all the places you mentioned, but it's Africans, so they watch the show because they miss whole.
So and I understand why some artists would make it seem like we're booked by certain people. Like I said, there's very few people. Ero Maniello, he goes overseas and there's literally Portuguese people from Portugal watching him. So there's a very few select people from SA that actually go overseas because the overseas market wants them. See, now we are wanted by African people that are in a certain country. But that's not an entirely bad thing because those people have made friends there. And they're able to get some of the friends they've made in England to try and listen to African music. So you'll see the odd white person there genuinely singing your song or singing the part that they know because they're best friend with this South African.
100%, yeah.
And therefore they know your song, you know? But I think there's room for improvement there. I think South African music is great. We're the capital of house, dog. You know?
Bro,
so one day.
Before we wrap it up, tell me about your tattoos, man.
Oh, shit. Ink. I've always wanted ink, dog. I once saw some white guy on Men's Health, clean shaven, buff, had a tribal tattoo on his chest going right down to his arm. And I said, I want that shit. My mom said, you're not getting any tattoo until you're 18. A week before I was 18, I had a mobile tattoo company come through. It was $1,000 for a tattoo. And they came through to the house. They set up there. I thought, these people are going to leave before my mom comes back. And my mom rocked up while I was getting the ink. You don't know sound. Hey, Anga! She went, she saw the white people, crusty tattoo people. She's like, oh, hello. And she's like, you don't know I said, oh no, there's a tattoo on it. So, okay. Hey, Anga Makubalo.
What was it? Your first tattoo?
It was just the neck cross. Just the cross.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You could see that it was confrontational. She's like, Anga. It was sort of like, when they bounce, it's lit. But she instead ignored me, which was always the better option for me.
Yeah. What are the tattoos you got now?
Just tribal, dog. So on the left side, I've got tribal. So it's like when in the era that I wanted tattoos in, tribal was big. And then fast forward a few years later, tribal's not so big. But I had already gotten tribal on my arm. So I thought, what can I do to make tribal as modern as possible so that I'm not outdated?
Wow.
And then this side of the arm is more the modern stuff. Like
There's modern and old
3D
tattoos.
stuff that I've got on, yeah.
That's crazy, dog. It's like you're talking about music.
Yeah, and I was told in the beginning, I actually had a conversation with Shona Ferguson a couple of years ago, and he even said when he started with the ink, they told him, you'll never get an acting job in SA. But now Shona is Shona, dog.
How good is he?
Yeah.
I saw him on Kings of Joburg.
Dog.
Yeah.
Shona's on another
Because I don't watch like Generations and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd never seen him. I saw him on
Shona's
King of
killing it,
Joburg.
dog.
I'm like,
But yeah, again, I was told the same thing. You know, the more tattoos I added, they said, hey man, you're not going to get work if you get all these tattoos. There are some auditions that even say no tattoos. Sometimes an agent will send you and say, no ways, bro, you're going to get this role. Just go. And you walk in for real and some grumpy lady there saying, we specifically said no tattoos.
I mean, you don't even consider what we've done. You just walk in with a vest on, meaning you don't give a fuck that we sent you an email saying no tattoos. Who's your agent?
Then I mention my agent and I go, oh, my agent is Obey.
Yeah, I know, babe. Can you at least act? I mean, since you're here.
And then I go, yeah, I can. They go, yeah, okay, sign the form and grab a number.
Jesus, I mean, these agents don't fucking listen.
Then you hear talking about you in the back. There actually really is potential. Do you mind telling me what your ink means? And then I said, yeah, it means this, this. And then she goes, oh, yeah, actually, your character's a lawyer. I was like, my character? She goes, oh, well, the character you're auditioning for is a lawyer, and he studied at Cape Town, and he played rugby, so I assume that we can make sense of these tattoos. But you're a really good actor. You should come back next week. So, I took agent, I'm here. I know that lady, it took sharp. Then I go. All the time, dog. So,
That's funny, man.
I still managed to get work at least, even with all the ink.
All right, Anga, what are we busy with? Royal Flush.
Royal Flush Gin. I'm busy with a dope ass brand called Lonsdale London. I should have worn their tracksuit. Huawei. I'm busy with Huawei.
What are you doing for Huawei?
There is. I'm an ambassador for Huawei, but there is something actually quite huge that's coming. It's also around the cell phone, gadgets business. It's all in connection with the same thing. Besides that, I'm waiting to do, there's a show that's coming out on Netflix called Jiva that I'm on.
Yes.
There's BET. I'm doing Ison on BET. There's a movie I shot towards the end of last year. Funny enough, the movie's name is called Nandi.
Oh, Nandi.
It's got nothing to do with her, but it's a really cool story. I'm a thug there, which is great. I always like playing characters that challenge me. You know, I don't like good people or playing a good person. You know, so besides that, it's the music. I just dropped a single now called Ntokazi featuring TNS.
Dude, you fucking busy, bro.
And Blue Owl. Yeah, and besides that, there's just other business ventures that I'm getting into. Like I said, I'm more generational wealth now. You know what I mean? So I'd rather go to a meeting that can get me 500,000 than to a gig that can get me 30.
But speaking about generational wealth, why be an ambassador for Royal Flush when you can just start your own gym?
I'm not an ambassador. So they offered me ambassadorship, and I said, how about I prove that I can offer more to Royal Flush than just an ambassador? And then I had that trial period to try that, and then eventually we worked up some kind of deal.
Oh, so you're like a partner now.
So
you got
it's
equity.
not ambassadorship.
Yes.
It's a lot more than that. Yeah.
Oh, so it's like what Zintli's got going on.
It's all the same thing, by the way. It's Blue Sky Brand. So Honor's there, Zintli's there, I'm there, Keenan was there. In fact, he is still there. There's still some work that's
dope, man. That's dope.
So yeah.
Because I don't like the whole ambassador thing. Because like it's short term. Yeah, the bag is good.
And these people that I'm working with at Blue Sky Brands said that exact thing in the meeting. They said, we don't want anything short term. We want to work with you for a long time. We want you to grow with the brand. We want you to become it. You know? And they gave me a contract. I sent it to some people to read and they were like, who the fuck are these people? They must really like you, dog.
Yeah.
I've read this contract 5 times and it's dope.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, okay, cool. Nice. And this person is a person that when Cruise started a couple of years ago, 8 or so years ago, they said to me, are you interested in being in the alcohol industry? And I don't know if I said no or I wasn't ready. But these people then pulled back and monitored my growth. And came back. Wow. Now they've got Honor. Now Cruise is actually something. Now they've got Boulevard. Now they've got Royal Flush. And they're saying, we want you to represent this shit.
Yeah, but mine tastes better. I must just be honest.
Yours is what, Ian? What do you call it?
It's a battle of the gins.
Yours is what? It's not even open. It looks like they just put those stickers here. Now I can show you, dog. Mine is sealed. Now I'm opening it.
Have a taste.
Look how I open it. And that low budget production. I took Monster Royal Flash. See, we actually go through effort of sealing this shit. Are you ready? Right here. Look at that. Right here. Hey. Difference is I mean, so have your take. I mean, either way, these are both black people.
Yeah.
And we want to thrive in our businesses, so please support.
But I hear this budget, hear this none.
Yeah, you're right, actually. You're right. That's actually quite impressive if you think about it. If I went onto a moving bus and you're starting something.
Yeah, man.
So it's quite impressive nonetheless. This is just banter. He's not going to tweet me like other people and say that he hates me.
If you watch the show, dog, I love banter, man. It's all about banter.
Yeah, no,
and people take shit seriously. But like, it's like,
yeah, we really need to relax, man. We really need to relax. Dog, if there's anything I'm for, it's support, dog. You know, like I love. There's barely anyone there's no one that I hate on. Even this whole, like I said, and I mention it again because it's a big thing and it's been a big thing recently since it happened with Prince KB. Even that, like I said, it's not a hatred thing. It was a banter thing that obviously went too far. You know, but I didn't sit at home saying, oh man, I hate this guy. That day, like I said, I was like,
would you do something just to, like, you're dropping a song and then Saul comes to you, he's like, yo, let's do something to create controversy so the song moves. You know, like whether it's on Twitter or whatever. Would you do that?
You know, a lot of people actually thought that that's what was happening. I've never used that approach of creating controversy for a song to get big or for a particular thing to get big. I've never, ever. And I've been approached by a couple of people with regards to that. And it's always made me nervous. Because I've never wanted to be the kind of person that has to get people's attention in order for them to buy something. I really just want people to buy because it's a genuinely good song. Yeah. I want people to watch the show because it's a genuinely good show. I don't want to have to start drama in order for them to see and then punk them at the end and say, no, psych, we actually wanted you to buy the song, you know?
Anga, what do you want to be remembered as when it's all said and done, man?
Well, I've got a motto that says, born to entertain, alive to make a difference, will die a legend. So I just hope to leave enough. In my last 11 years, I have not been... I always make this example. There's the ceiling, and then there's a slight gap between the ceiling and, you know, just the 3/4 of the way. And people will always be at the bottom, and they'll always shoot past you and get to the top. But it's very hard to stay at the top for a very long time. And then they will shoot back down. You know what I mean? And again, and the next year, a new person will come past, shoot past you. All I'm saying is that I'm happy at being 3/4 there. You understand? Because I end up in the same music charts. I end up at the same gigs. And 11 years later, man, I'm still getting booked wherever the hottest genre or hottest artist is at the time. So I'm okay with not being right at the top. I'm okay with just being slightly underneath there. And what a journey it's been, because I've been in a situation based on this example where you see the ground and you see this guy shoot straight past you.
Yeah.
And you see him at gigs, you greet him, you chill, you hang, and then it's like there. And some of them will go, as you're watching them come down, another song, boom, up, and you're like, great. And some of them will come down and be like, yeah, we like it here with you, where you are. You know what I mean? And some of them you'll just never see again.
You talking about Heavy K?
I'm pretty happy with being slightly below the top, because there's a lot of expectations there. True. You know what I mean? There's a lot. So I'm happy with being in the top 10 at the end of the year and being number 10.
Dude, it's tough at the top.
You know what I mean? I'm fine with that. I get gigs. I'm able to live my life. You know, I'm able to take care of things around me. So I'm all right.
But in a way, you can't dictate where you want to be, because you do music, right?
Yeah, okay.
So you can release a song and it could be, who's that guy? Master KG. It could be that big. Now you're at the top. You didn't have to. You didn't decide, because the public
didn't decide. Of course, you're right. But like I said, a hit is hard to come by. Not every song you do is a hit. Dog, even if both songs you release, the one in 2018 and 2019, one of the songs will be better than the other. It's not going to be on the same level.
No, but what I'm saying, Anga, you want to be at this level, right?
Yes.
So now you release Master KG song. What's that song called?
Jerusalem. I get what you're saying.
And then
you're
now,
saying I don't have a choice, because when people like the song, it's going to take me to the top anyway.
Yeah, so,
hence, I said, it's not hard, it's not easy to get a hit. Meaning, you're not 100% going to be there all the time. You're going to release songs every now and then, but not all of them are going to get you there. So if you record a lot and you're always busy with music, you're able to at least maintain a quality of music. Then every now and then you will go from where you are to the top. But when you leave the top again, don't go right down, go back there. And maintain that. Make music that's good enough to be released and stay there. And then every now and then you're going to go to the top. Again, it's not your choice, but it is your choice not to go all the way back down. You understand? That's what I'm saying. So I push at least to be there, even if it's not right at the top, even if I'm not the talk of the town, but a song on radio, bookings every month. You know what I mean? And to be seen, to be out there.
Fuck though,
You know?
man.
And that shit is not easy, by the way. I'm sure we'd all know that it's relevance is not a fucking easy thing.
Are you single?
No, not single.
Are you dating someone?
Yeah.
Not. This isn't some. What's that girl's name? The one they were just lockdowning.
Nandi.
Oh no.
It's not some.
No.
This is a proper thing.
It's serious, yeah. It's serious. Yeah, I've never been really like open about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Chill about it, yeah. I want you to know what I want you to know.
How did you
I
meet
like
her?
cars, I like pets, I like training, I like ink, I like music, you know, and I keep it at that, you know. I'm sure it's like, I don't care to show you my mother or my dad every now and then. So I show you what I want you to see. You know what I mean? Everything else
How did you meet
is
her?
up to me.
How did you meet her?
It's fine. I just said to you
Camps
now.
Bay, nah.
I just said to you now that I'm not.
You got to Camps Bay, you're like, young, I'm taking this one with me. Take away.
Take away.
None of that.
Younger man, this has been so awesome, dog.
Yeah, thank you, dog.
Like, I think we could have gone on for another 2 hours, bro. There's so much to talk about.
Yeah.
You got so much knowledge. But what I like about you, bro, I didn't know this is you, bro. Like, I've been watching you, listening to your music.
I'm chilled, dog.
You know, it's the first time I meet you. And, dog, like, fuck, bro, you're just a chilled nigga, dog.
I'm alright, dog.
I'm not stressed, boy.
Nah, I'm relaxed, dog. Soul knows. I mean, I used to go through to Y.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys know each other?
Quite often.
Not
yeah.
like know each other, but yeah, he's a very chill guy. I've known him before, yeah.
Do you want to ask him anything before we wrap it up?
Dude, you're from PE, right?
PE, yeah.
How do you feel about this whole Qabecha thing?
I can understand why certain places are starting to change their names. Obviously, because of the history of South Africa and foreigners or people from overseas Europe coming in and naming places after their places. I mean, East London.
Yeah.
You understand? Newcastle.
Peter Marisburg back in the day.
You understand?
I mean,
but Peter Marisburg is better because it's Peter Maritz. So it's an Afrikaner at least.
I mean,
but when you go
Petersburg.
Newcastle, there's Newcastle in England. East London is in England. Port Elizabeth is places
Shit,
that
I
are
never
overseas.
realized
So
that.
these places are named by the people who took over our country back in the day.
Yeah.
So I can understand now why South Africa wants to change East London to Buffalo City.
But
Durban.
Buffalo City is good, like also, because Gqeberha is a bit. People are saying it's going to be very difficult for other people to pronounce.
It is,
especially as a tourist attraction.
Look, I can't answer why they named it what it is, but I understand why they did it.
So you're happy with the name when
I'm happy with the name change. I'm happy that all the places that were named by people who took over our country years back are being changed now. I'm definitely happy for that.
We gotta change Camps Bay to Naak Bay.
That's where he got his wife. That's where he got his wife.
Man, Cape Town is not ours. We can never get Cape Town.
I know. It's in the Constitution.
But we can never get Cape Town. But in Cape Town, you go to restaurants at Camps Bay, you go, yeah, can I have a table for 8? Okay, then they call a manager and the guy goes, how's it, Oaks? Jesus, I like your shoes, Louis Vuitton, Yassi. Listen, Oaks, sorry, this table's been booked out of here and there's some people coming for a function. Yeah, well, then I go, oh, okay. Okay, I'll have the one next to it. Yeah, me, I'm hardcore like that. I don't allow myself to be walked all over. But anyway, the point is Cape Town we can never have. There we can never.
When you want the one next,
we are fine with Gqeberha. Don't give us that. I'm from Gqeberha, dog. I'm from there, dog.
Oh shit, man!
But the Xhosa people from there fucking love the name because they're Xhosa.
Yeah. No, yeah.
But for everyone else that has to visit PE now, they have to go.
Anga, this is
going to
amazing.
GQ. I'm going to GQ.
Yeah, this has been amazing, man. Really enjoyed it, bro. I honestly didn't think it would be this dope.
No, I appreciate it.
To be honest with you, man. So yeah, shout out to you, man. And yeah, man, keep rocking, dog.
Thank you so much. So,
yeah, man.
shout out,
yeah, man.
This is Podcast and Chill. We out here. Boom.
Enda. Paramini.